What's up, YouTube? Yes, you read that title correctly. We finally have the final character reveal trailer for the release of Street Fighter 6. We have Zangief, Lily, and Cammy all dropped out of nowhere in one trailer featuring their gameplay, their new looks, their new moves, and of course, a new character with Lily. We're doing this raw. I'm just going to react here. I'm live on stream right now. We're just going to look at the footage here. I'm going to be pausing and going over the gameplay and commenting on details that I notice. So if you want to see the full trailer uncut, you're going to have to go to the main YouTube channels for Street Fighter to check that out. And other than that, we're going to go ahead and get into it and start breaking down the gameplay. Also, thank you for 100K subs on YouTube. We'll do something special soon, but thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. Capcom. The presentation of these trailers has been amazing, by the way. I don't know what they do. I don't know if this is like the Xbox version of Street Fighter 6, but it just looks much better in the trailers. The lighting, they're cranking up the resolution. Stand medium combos, stand light kick combos, he's stomping on them. I like this stage, by the way. This stage is brutal. There we go, SPD. Drive impact into SPD. This is scary. If you played Street Fighter 4, that is scary. Useless? Usually that move is useless. What to see? Air SPD returns. Brutal. Geef looks less and more comical at the same time. I feel like his movements are more grounded in reality until that SPD. My beautiful body is built better. He looks kind of sick. He looks kind of sick. His art style is far more realistic, and his moveset seems much more based on actual wrestling. And then when he finally hits you with the SPD, it's like, wait a minute, this guy's an alien. This guy's an alien. Let's go over some of the combos and some of the moves he demonstrates and see if we can pick up any details and learn a little bit about the character as we go. That's the plan. So, medium punch. This was like one of his best moves in Street Fighter V. This is the chop right here. So in Street Fighter V, this was stand medium punch. Super strong move, and it's representing more of like an actual wrestling like chest slap right now. It looks pretty realistic with that chest slap. Looks like it combos, and then I think that was a target combo to go to the knockdown. Light kick, light kick, light kick. It looks like he has several target combos that he can use to keep you pinned down. His throw looks sick. I think that's regular grab. That looks super sick. Drive impact is like his stand. I think that's close fierce or far fierce from Street Fighter 4. He had a fierce punch that kind of looked like that. He went a little bit horizontal with it. This is the scary one. Now, I forget the name of this grab. This is a command grab. And they even show the knee drop into it, right? So Zangief always has the jump light kick mix up. So oftentimes what Zangief would do is he would do jump splash, like the body splash where he goes forward. I'm thinking about Street Fighter 4 Zangief here. Jump splash would be the cross up. And then if you do jump knees, which he demonstrated here, these jump knees often cut his jump arc a little bit short so that he lands in front. So you kind of have an ambiguous mix-up right there. But on top of that, what the jump knees do is they set up short block stun so that you immediately have to guess either an immediate tick grab or some kind of frame trap right after. And this command grab, I guess it's the running bear grab. This is what it was the too late from Street Fighter 4. If you did this up close, from a distance, you get running bear grab. Up close, you get the too late. And this grab was dangerous because I believe it did a little bit less damage than SPD, but it set up his vortex in Street Fighter 4. He looks kind of far away after the grab, but in Street Fighter 4, he could kind of loop this. He would immediately be in range to set up a jump mix-up and then do another similar situation, jump splash, jump knees into the same command grab. If you got too late in Street Fighter 4, it was too late. Like, you were in the blender at that point. It was a problem. So in Street Fighter 5, you only had SPD, but SPD also gave the Vortex Oki. So he might have different Oki situations in this game based on these two grabs, which was kind of the idea in Street Fighter 4, right? Dropkick gave a wall splat there. So there is this unique knockdown in Street Fighter 6, which is kind of like this tumbling back knockdown. Certain moves do this, and certain counter hit states do that, like punish counter, where certain moves will give this. So you see here, it gets the tumble knockdown. That tumble knockdown, if you hit the wall, it gives you a combo, which gives you a free juggle state. So basically in these tumble knockdowns, when they hit the wall, free juggle state, So that allows him to do from the wall splat there, headbutt returns into lariat. And then here, this is Tundra Storm, I believe it's called. This move was added in Street Fighter V to give him something to do against certain kick moves, and it is undoubtedly the worst move in the game, I think. Zangief players often complain that this is a nerf because it was, I believe, activated with a DP and kick motion, and it only parries kicks in Street Fighter V at least. And here, they're showing it with a kick move, so who knows? Maybe it's still only kicks. I don't know. Maybe they expanded it all punches. They're not letting us know that right here with this demo. But literally, it would only parry kick moves that were activated with the kick button. So it was maybe for like for Dalsim, like Dalsim stand medium kick. It was one of those things where it's like, wow, this Zangief gets countered really hard by specific characters. Let's give him a highly specific counter. And oftentimes you would just get that move accidentally walking around pressing buttons because you would accidentally do the DP motion and you would whiff the parry and they get crush countered. So it was pretty bad. It's very bad. Zangief players say he will be better without that move. So maybe this will be better in this game. Who knows? But so far you can see he looks a bit more like Street Fighter V Geef. No green hand. Headbutt comboed into air SPD return. So we have air SPD. Look at the animations. This is where it gets cartoony. I love the mix of like realism. Like he has very realistic based wrestling moves. And then the SPDs are just completely cartoony. This is probably the level 1 super. Maybe anti-projectile. Goes into sort of the lariat. Like V-Trigger 1 from Street Fighter V startup. Into the scoop. Popping off on him. Boom! I'm digging it. Level 2, you guys think? Oh, it's confirmed? Where'd you guys learn that it's confirmed? See, my chat knows more than I do about this. This is why you live stream your YouTube content. The chat will fill in the gaps for you. So this must be the level 3, and it looks like a command grab. Come here. Command grab. Oh, the PlayStation blog post. We will be checking out the blog post as well, of course. And the Street Fighter 6 website. There's some interesting tidbits. So let's just watch this for the one time. The kick. What do you got? The scoop. Oh, Honda ass. There you go. Here we go for a ride. It looks amazing. It looks great. Zangief looks awesome. I'm super happy about it so far. What can I say? I'm not even a Zangief fan. I mean, I'm sure my chat's been dropping exclamation point geese in the chat this whole time. I love to hate Zangief. You need a villain. Listen, I might be pissed off when I'm getting SPD'd in Vortex, but I love watching other people suffer. It's okay to be stressed when you fight characters. The game needs a villain, and grapplers are here, and this guy is definitely a villain for that. So let's see. What can we learn from the blog post before moving on to the next characters? Let's see. What does Zangief have to offer? All right. Zangief, the legendary grappler, one of the original world warriors from Street Fighter II, Zangief is a colossal wrestler dedicated to physical improvement and instructing his students. Find Zangief flexing the beauty of his muscles in front of a raging crowd and Barmalay Steelworks, a steel mill known for its blast furnace. Yes, he wants you to look at his body. He's flexing and he's not ashamed. So he still has his trademark throws like Screw Pile Driver, the SPD, and Siberian Express. That's what I was missing. That's the grab that does the double jump into the Oki. During his time teaching, Zangief has picked up a new move called the Tundra Storm, which can be used to counter an opponent's grounded kick. Okay, so it's still grounded kick. I don't know, man. We'll see. This move was very bad in Street Fighter V. We'll see. Zangief's V-Trigger 1 Cyclone Lariat from Street Fighter V returns as his level 2 super art. Okay, so his level 2 will be anti-projectile, where he rotates at high speed while pulling in his opponent. As a consummate showman, Zangief turns on the pro wrestling flair and his level 3 super art, Bolshoi Stormbuster, where he lifts his opponent into the air and smashes him down head first. Yeah, okay, so we got some details. So Tundra Storm, still probably going to suck ass, but we'll see. You never know. And then level 2 will be his anti-projectile move. And that's about it. So we don't really know what the Oki situation is like with all these things. They didn't really show the recovery after the SPDs and the Siberian Express landed. And they didn't show any drive rush moments. So This is kind of weird because Zangief is like really bad against projectiles. I think he even expresses that distaste on his official profile on the Street Fighter website. And they didn't give him green hand, right? Like there's no green hand move, so his anti-projectile move seems to mostly be he's gonna have parry, right? Universal and his level 2. So it's hard to judge how good or bad he'll be against parry. But here we go. We can check out the official Street Fighter 6 website now and go to his profile. Zangief. Zangief, a colossal wrestler nicknamed the Red Cyclone, Zangief is dedicated to physical improvement and instructing his students. Hates projectiles, Hadoukens. Likes wrestling, Cossack dancing, height 7 foot, weight 399 pounds. And
show me everything you have!
Show me everything you have. There we go, Zangief. Looking brolic as ever. This stage is sick. This is sort of like the Street Fighter 5 stage, but I like this one much more. Lighting looks good. Siberian Express. Getting lariated. So, I don't know. Zangief. I'm digging it. I'm a fan. That takes us now to our next character reveal, of course, though. We got a big one coming up next. Brand new character. Here it is. We got Lily.
I call upon you, great wind. Toino Ikonoi, spirit of the wind.
Calling upon the spirit of the wind.
Yourself, become one with it.
She's got some big ol' eyes. What is the weapon called? Chat, please. What is she smacking you around with? I like the weapon. Classic photograph. Flashes too much for Blanca. Condor dive. Condor DP, whatever it's called. Is there a Condor Spire? Clubs. A highlight. A big stick. She's got 2 big sticks. I like it. I wonder if that's a diving grab. Okay, she still has some training to do.
Only I can hear it.
Bars? Bars? Okay, we can't spoil the next one. Hold up. Can't spoil the next one. So obviously the most to speculate here, the most to go through. So this is Lily, obviously the spiritual successor to T-Hawk. Some semblance of the moves, but she seems way more mobile and not like a pure grappler. Big buttons, big buttons. T-Hawk had some big buttons too, but he was not a combo character whatsoever. Let's see. Uppercut swing, mid. Maybe a target combo. Interesting splash. That might be her splash right here. So T-Hawk was notorious, especially in Street Fighter 4, and I guess in Super Turbo, for his jump splash cross-up. So the body splash that T-Hawk had was super ambiguous. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was unblockable. Street Fighter 4 was a funny game. People thought setups were just really ambiguous, and then years later it turns out, hey, you're not bad at blocking. It's literally unblockable. So T-Hawk in Street Fighter 4 used to just do a light SPD, grab you by the head, slam you down, and then he would just jiggle left and right for half a second, then hold up forward and do splash, and it was literally unblockable. Street Fighter 4 was a jank. It was a weird game. You thought, man, I really can't react to that. I can't block it correctly. No, literally, if you hold left, you get hit. If you hold right, you get hit. So the splash was super good, a big part of T-Hawk's identity. Seems like Lily is bringing that back a bit, but she's kind of spinning with it. Hard to tell the angle she's approaching with. 2-hit sweep. So T-Hawk does always have the 2-hit sweep. She's doing it on her clubs there. That might be regular grab. I wonder if this is her taunt move. Her taunt has a projectile. Is that an overhead? Hold up. It's not the first time we see taunts that do damage. Is that an overhead that you can combo from? She's coming from above with the clubs. That's the Condor Spire. Okay. Causes the knockdown. Condor Dive. Rising Condor. I forget what his uppercut is called. That must be the command grab. Now, they don't show how the command grab really started up, so I don't know about the range and the application. That must be the command grab. That's heavy SPD with T-Hawk all day. Drive rush in. Combo. This is The level 1 or 2, we'll check the blog post to see what it is. Spin them up. She's got some big buttons, man. She's got some big buttons. I like her animations a lot. I like that she has the clubs. She seems like a hybrid grappler so far. It's kind of scary. They're saving the grapplers for the end here. Sitting on him. T-Hawk does sit on him with its Ultra 1 in Street Fighter 4. So she's just, doesn't quite pack the same weight as T-Hawk when doing it. So that's Lily. I'm a fan out of the gate. I like the movement. She seems like she'll be a fun character. Let's see what the PlayStation blog has to say about this. One with the Wind. Soaring in as a new character to Street Fighter 6, Lily is a descendant of the Thunderfoot tribe, the same tribe T-Hawk hails from. She speaks with spirits of nature, trusting in their guidance as she travels the globe. Don't judge a book by its cover. Her small stature conceals truly gigantic power. Her home in the Thunderfoot settlement is flush with vibrant colors, and her people going about their daily lives. They revere Singing Wolf, the tribe's eldest member. Lily wields 2 war clubs in battle to harness nature and to pack a heavier punch. Being from the same tribe as T-Hawk, she flies towards enemies with Condor Dive, Condor Spire, and Tomahawk Buster. Okay, Tomahawk Buster is the DP. She can use her unique move Condor Wind to grant 1 wind-clad stock, which powers up the aforementioned special moves. Ooh, okay, so I was wondering what this wind power that they're demonstrating in the beginning of the video was all about. Okay, I didn't even recognize that mechanic. So this intro is not just for show. So she has a power up, and I think you can see that during the Condor moves. Let's take a look at these again. So you see when she does Condor Spire here, I think she's already kind of flashing green. That might be an enhanced version of it. I think they might be showing all enhanced versions. Maybe I'm wrong, but she's flashing green with all of those. So that's important to note. Important to note. Interesting. Okay, so she has a power-up mechanic. Lily spins around enemies, barraging them with her war clubs and her level 1 super art Breezing Hawk. Be wary of the full force of the Thunderfoot tribe in Lily's level 3 super art Raging Typhoon, just like T-Hawk. A spinning throw where she slams her opponent into the ground twice in the same manner as T-Hawk. All right, Lily. Okay, I'm interested to know her command grab, how it functions, and what her game plan is right now. She seems much more of a hybrid character. They didn't really mention her command grab here, so I'm pretty interested to know how this all works. So the power up is interesting as well. I think that adds a little bit more of a dynamic factor to this character. She seems pretty straightforward at first, so we'll see. I like her character design. I like the clubs. It's a good way to extend the range of a smaller character like that. I think the clubs look sick, so we'll see how that goes. Lily might be a force to be reckoned with. But of course, we have one more character remaining, and I think for some of you, that might be the reason you're here watching this. A fan favorite for quite some time. She's back. The queen of footsies and fundamentals. But this time with more pants. Here we go.
But not the one we're looking for.
Cammy. Why does this suddenly look like a Tekken trailer? Okay. Was that necessary? Okay. She can juggle with the EX. What was that? Wait, I didn't see that the first time I watched. I'm gonna have to rewatch this. I'm actually gonna have to rewatch this. Interesting.
Another mission awaits.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Listen, I'm gonna come clean right now. I prefer Cammy with pants. I think to modern sensibilities, the leggings was a good move. 100%. Listen, the leotard, It's not the 90s. The high-waisted pants, that's late 80s, early 90s. Listen, that's what your mom was wearing when you go back to the photo album and you go, wait a minute, what the hell? That's, you get what I'm saying? It's in the past. It's in the past. All right, this is 2020s, this is the aesthetic. They got her with the times. I actually like the stage as well. It's definitely giving me Tekken vibes. Suddenly, I feel like we're looking at Tekken. But I'm gonna have to actually go through this in slow-mo because her moveset is very familiar, but I was actually tripped up by some of the actual unique aspects of her gameplay. The stage is very cool. It's a dark stage, but the lighting effects are good. I'm always very keen on having good lighting in stages. So that's number one. The characters are well lit. So cool London stage. Target combo to launch. Fierce punch. Kick the launcher. Maybe you can juggle after that. Spinning knuckle makes a return. Medium punch. Okay, there's her drill. Drill still knocks down. Target combo launcher. DP. It's like her spiral arrow, but vertical this time with multiple hits. Yeah, okay, we see you. All right. Yep, loosen up, limber up. Okay, so this looks like the hooligan. Goes into the ball here, and typically you would have several enders out of it. So she doesn't immediately curl up like Samus into a ball, and this looks more natural. Cammy in Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5, when she goes into hooligan, it's like, what is happening? Where did your bones go? She turns into a gelatinous meatball suddenly. So this looks like a spring launcher where she has the follow-ups, right? So it's a much more natural animation. And then she can follow up here. She follows up with the dive kick. So I'm going to pay attention to this. Can she do the dive kick from a regular jump? I don't think that was her regular jump. I'm pretty sure this was the special move. Maybe I'm wrong. That looks like the special move. Dive kick ender. Okay. Some kind of axe kick. And then there's the grab. She had an axe kick. Interesting. That's regular jump, heavy kick, fierce punch, target combo. So she goes into the EX dive kick here. EX spiral arrow. And then EX uppercut. Okay. Big juggles. Universal parry right there. Into the level 2, potentially. We'll check the blog post. Seems like a dive kick strike to the backbreaker. I kind of like how her moveset is much more grounded. She seems much more realistic, actually, instead of just flying through you with like these weird dive kicks and drills. This is very impactful and more grounded. I'm seeing a Tekken influence. Definitely seeing a Tekken influence. Okay, here's the hooligan. So yes, out of the hooligan, she definitely has an axe kick ender, which is not like a dive kick. So generally a dive kick will have a more, a sharper change in trajectory, and you can aim it at different heights. So you could aim it like at the toes, to just barely clip them, hit them very late in the dive can get plus frames. But an axe kick, I would say, is more to fake a cross up. It's to cut your horizontal movement short and mix people up in that sense. So it can also bait anti-airs just like a dive kick, but it comes down from a more of a horizontal trajectory. 2 double hits right there. Hold on. 1, 2. Fierce punch. DP. Definitely the level 3 here. Okay. So it doesn't seem that much different overall. We didn't see the dive kick used from a regular jump, though. We saw a dive kick out of the hooligan, and we saw a dive kick out of the target combo. So we can't say for sure that she just has raw dive kick. I'm sure she would. I would assume she would. But they didn't show that. So we'll have to see really if she has that in the end or not. Let's take a look at the blog post. Her mission continues. Cammy. Cammy. The cat-loving killer bee is back. Cammy first appeared in Super Street Fighter 2 and is a member of British Special Forces Unit Delta Red, where she currently works at HQ. She distinguished herself in the operation against Shadaloo, with which she shares a fated connection. Hyper-competent but somewhat moody, Cammy kind of hates everything except cats and is no stranger to a fight on the streets. Keen-eyed sleuths can spot her in King Street, a foggy corner dotted with vestiges of the industrial age. Yeah, this is definitely a Bloodborne-ass stage. I love it. I'm glad that they nailed the lighting. That's huge. Also, the other issue I had with previous stages in Street Fighter 6, the Japanese like Sakura Blossom stage, it doesn't look like the characters are in the stage. It looks like they're photoshopped on top of it. This looks like the characters are in the stage. They're contrasted well, they're well lit, but they look like they're in the stage. For some reason, the Japanese stage, it looks like the characters are green screened in. Something's wrong with it. Something's not quite right. This one, it's hitting. I like it. Dark stages are usually not great because of the lighting of the characters, but this one is definitely doing it well, which is nice. Cammy fans will feel comfortable with her moveset in Street Fighter 6, which improves on her legendary deadly moves. The heavy version of Spiral Arrow, Cannon Spike, and Hooligan combination can now be held down to delay the move while also changing its properties or damage. Let's read that one more time. The heavy version of Spiral Arrow, the move that the diagonal combo ender, the combo ender that she goes on the ground with the drill, Cannon Spike, that's her dive kick, and Hooligan combination. So Hooligan is, you go into the Hooligan and then you have enders, can now be held down to delay the move while also changing its properties or damage. So maybe, like Luke, like maybe you have variations where you charge it. Did we see that in the trailer? Cammy's training back at HQ has also opened up more opportunities when using Hooligan combination, but she wants that to remain confidential for now. Say what now? Known for her bone-crunching throws, Cammy's level 2 Super Art Killer Bee Spin will make you wince again as she performs a chokehold on the opponent. Cammy's level 3 Super Art Delta Red Assault showcases her skills as a member of the Special Forces as she sends opponents to their knees before a series of perfect high-speed attacks. Really, PlayStation? Really? That's what you're going to drop that one in there? This was a pretty decent blog post, but you're really, you're going a little ham there. All right, that's the final cast. Yes, guys, if you don't know, this is the last of the release roster. So now we have the full release roster revealed. There is a season 1 of DLC already planned. It's already been leaked what characters are going to be in that. But yeah, this is the full cast. I believe 18 characters is what we're starting with. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's look at her profile here. Can we learn anything else? We got to check out Lily as well. I forgot to check on Lily here. Cammy, member of British Special Forces Unit Delta Red, distinguished herself in operation against Shadaloo. Hates everything if she's grumpy. Was she always grumpy? Likes cats. Height 5'5", weight 134. Are they really leaning into this cat thing? She's always liked cats, but she wasn't like a cat girl. It seems like they're kind of trying to lean into this cat thing a bit more. Like cats are grumpy and moody. Are they slowly trying to turn Cammy into a cat girl?
Beginning operation.
Beginning operation. Okay, Cammy, you're intense. I got to admit, these screenshots don't look as good. Not as good of a render. Not as good. Is this the PS4 version? All right, Lily, what do you got? Hates lies. Likes cameras, birds of prey.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. All right, pretty cool, pretty cool. Lily and Cammy. Well, that about wraps it up for this video. I mean, this is just a quick overview, quick reaction to the new character trailer. We're doing this raw to get this out in time to win in the YouTube algorithm. Listen, if you enjoyed me breaking down these characters, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all that stuff to help boost it in the algorithm. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, and catch you next time. Woo!